Hey everybody, good evening. Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup this evening with our Palentonga fighter of the Chaotic Zom, JR, Delta B. Good evening, my friends. How you doing? That's great to hear, JR. Alright, so I gotta check out this character and refamiliarize myself with just where we're at in the game, and also what we're training. The weather is awesome in Georgia. That's amazing. It's getting warmer in Ohio. It was definitely nicer than it has been. The past few days have been cold and rainy. But it's supposed to be really warm tomorrow. Delta B, that's a great question. This game is called Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and it is an old school roguelike dungeon crawler. It's completely free to play online. You can just Google it and give it a shot. It's very, very hard, but a lot of fun. And yeah, it has very old school graphics for sure. It did come out after Tetris. Okay. So we are training axes at the moment. Yeah, Delta B, I think you'd like it. I mean, it's tough to get into at first, but it's so fun. Even without knowing anything, I played it and died a whole bunch and still had a great time. And when the price is free, you really can't go wrong. Alright, so we're training axes, which makes sense. And we've already trained armor, fighting, and shields, and evocations a pretty good amount with this character. I believe we're trying to go for min attack delay on our character. Let me see what equipment we have. Hey, Andy! Good to see you, my friend. Good evening. Andy, just earlier today I recorded a new AFK Arena video for you, so it's going to be posting very soon. Alright, so I've got a +3 broadaxe, a +5 kite shield, and I'm wearing Swamp Dragon scales, which is pretty fine. I don't have any barding yet, but that's a great question, Delta B. Dwarf Fortress is text-based, but you can get tiles for it to give it some graphics, and it's coming out for Steam sometime, perhaps, with even better graphics and a 3D graphics set. It has an incredibly steep learning curve. I spent hours trying to learn how to play Dwarf Fortress. It's very fun, but it's really, really complicated. This game has less of a learning curve. It's really hard and you die a lot, but you can just get right in and play. The mechanics of the game aren't that hard. Yeah, it's great. We have good rings. So this character is doing okay. We're on layer 5. We need to finish the layer and perhaps dive into the Orcish Mines if we can find it, but we need to go deeper in the dungeon to get there. We haven't found it yet somehow. Yeah, Delta B, there's some cool YouTube videos with Tarn Adams, I believe is the guy's name, one of the creators of Dwarf Fortress, with him talking about the Steam release, and it's exciting. Alright, so let's go deeper. Let's see if we can finish the layer and if there's any treasure payoff for us. So remember, this character is strictly a fighter. However, we do have spells, apportation, and we're working towards some other spells. We're not entirely devoid of spell casting. We also have several wands and a condenser vein that we can use to avail ourselves, and we can roll up into a ball and hit enemies. But we always have to remember with this particular character is that we worship Zom, and so things can get really weird, really fast. So I'm going to roll at this guy and then just fight him. Now remember, I'm using an axe, and so in this game, when you use an axe and you swing it, you hit every square around you with your axe. So this is actually okay for us to be surrounded by these enemies because they're not actually that dangerous for us until the polar bear goes berserk, but he died so fast that it didn't really end up mattering. So we'll just go up and slaughter him. We just turn him into a bunch of blood splatters, and it's great. Oh, Delta B, now you're talking. Now you're getting into my a space near and dear to my heart. Swords and Serpents was a fantastic game for the Nintendo. I loved that game. I believe I might still own a copy of it. It was really, really cool. It was great that you could actually somehow play that game. I think 4 players, but that was a fantastic dungeon crawl game. Oh, here come the yaks. It's a yak party. All right, I'm gonna roll right into this one, and then I'm just gonna hit, and we can just cleave these guys pretty easily. And here comes a cane toad. We don't really have anything I'm super excited about using. Oh, there's a leech. Oh, okay. So, this is Zom for you, everybody. This is Zom craziness. Zom has summoned all of these creatures have been summoned to aid us. So these are all friends. The green circle around the creatures means that they're buddies of ours. So we can actually send these out to attack the leech. So I'm going to push T to yell at my allies and say, go attack the tyrant leech, if you can. Yeah, you know what, Delta B, you're so right about that. There were so many games for Nintendo that required, like, a password that was incredibly long and complicated, and if you got it wrong, you lost everything. There was just no getting back. It was so frustrating. I would have a whole system of, like, denoting whether or not it was a capital letter or not a capital letter, if it was a number or not a number, because I had bad handwriting, and it was just, the price was too high if you got it wrong. Okay, so we have killed the cane toad that was closest to us, and a bullfrog, or actually a blink frog, and our troops are actually doing really, really well against the tyrant leech. I'm going to roll in and just try to finish it off. Perfect. And then I'm going to stand here. These cane toads are actually kind of dangerous. They can hit us pretty hard, but we took care of that really, really well. And this is one of the things that just makes the Palentonga so much fun, is that you can just repeatedly roll at enemies. So I'm going to roll over here at this leech and see if we can take it down. Now, a leech can be tough, but our Vorpal axe is really, really cleaning up so far. Providing that Zom doesn't go against us right now, we're actually doing okay. But at the same time, anything can happen with Zom. We do hit level 14. Oh my gosh, Delta B. Yes, you're right, when they would give you those symbols. No. It's totally cool, Delta B. I love talking about Nintendo and the zaniness of the whole business. Yeah, Kickmaster. Hilarious. No, I'm a diehard Nintendo fan. Remember it so fondly from my youth. I'm going to actually take this fight up the steps because it's getting a little bit zany. and we're going to take a bunch of damage, but this staircase will allow us to step down, down, and then fight less enemies at the same time, and not be entirely surrounded, at least. There we go, and we can kill them all. We got them. Perfect. Yeah, you know what's funny is yeah, I have too, Delta B. I love how many games they make that are like a throwback to Nintendo, except they don't have the screen flicker or the slowdown or anything like that. So it's like it gives you the nostalgia with the contemporary performance that you expect, which is fantastic. Actually, I was playing Bubble Bobble earlier, and that game has passwords that are like, I think it's only 6 characters long. Nice and easy. But a game like Willow for the Nintendo had passwords that were like a full page of random letters and characters. Good times. Alright, look at us just absolutely annihilating all of these enemies. It's fantastic. Our axe is doing well. There you go. Yeah, Trog is good. Alright, what scrolls do I have? I have Remove Curse, Blinking, Fear, Identify, Holy Word. Do I have any potions that I don't know what they are? No. Let me identify my scrolls. What are these? Scrolls of Fog? That's fantastic. Do I have anything on me that's not identified? Not really. I do have boomerangs, though, if I wanted to have a little bit longer range, which is something to consider, but it's so convenient to just have my somersault, like, bound to the F key, that I might just keep it there. Alright. Bam. A pair of boots. We can't wear boots. We're a Palentonga. Hey, hey, Peacock. Good evening, my friend. How you doing? Okawaru's gifts are murder. They can be, can't they? They can be the worst gifts you've ever seen. Oh, okay, good. Sometimes these leeches can just really get out of hand if they drain from you and then get stronger, full of blood. Not very fun, but that time it worked out. Ooh, look at that. We just blew that guy up with our roll. Okay. Man, there's a lot of leeches on this floor. Ah, we got it. Shoo. All right, I gotta get out of here and rest. Yeah, we sure did. We kind of lucked out because... Oh, here comes a Hydra. I was going to say, we haven't really seen many Hydras left. All right, I got to change over to my War Axe of Flaming. That's a great question, Delta B. It is turn-based. It's entirely turn-based. So as long as I'm not doing anything, nothing's happening. But you can push buttons that, like, automate the exploration or automate the fighting. And you can toggle all of those settings and change some of the ways that they function. But for the most part, it's just turn-based. Here he comes. And I'm big, so I can stand in the water and fight, no problem. Hey, Chris. Yes, you did, my friend. I really have to go back and look at all of your pictures, Chris, when I'm not as hungry. So right now I'm full, so I can look at them safely. But those are dangerous images to view when you're hungry. You been cooking up any new secret concoctions? Ooh, look at that scythe. What is that? Oof. That guy almost wrecked us. Oh, What just happened? Okay, we're poisoned. All right, we got to quaff curing, and then quaff heal wounds, and then I'm just gonna leave, I think. Actually, no. Let me, do I want to blink? I have a bunch of teleports. I'm gonna teleport and just walk away. There we go. Oops, that was not the target. It wasn't what I meant to do, but it worked out fine. All right, we're gonna go up, and all we need to do is heal. There we go. There we go. I'm still trying to get my head around, Chris, the thing you said the other day about making lasagna out of ravioli and how that just blew my culinary mind. I know, don't they? Peacock, my buddy Fading at the Edges was talking to me after the Slay the Spire stream last week, and we were just laughing about people talking about food, and he was just like, it sounded amazing. Oh my goodness. You see, that's the kind of, like, just ridiculous mashup that sounds so good. Man, we're getting a lot of stuff here. We've got found a bunch of amulets. A runed war axe. Well, let's check out what this war axe is. Oh, because of COVID, Delta B? Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's just so brutal trying to get reasonable food. It was warm enough today that I was able to use the grill, and I was super pumped about that. Alright, let's go ahead and identify this scythe. It's the +7 scythe of Evisceration. It is freeze, will, and intelligence +2. I mean, it's interesting. Oh, I see. Yeah, he is starting to hate me, isn't he, Peacock? Because I've been resting too much. Uh-oh. Zom's getting angry. Oh, I see what you mean, Delta B. It's just because it's far away. See, and that's what I love about cooking, Chris, is that, like, once you understand enough about it, you can mix and match and Frankenstein, and it actually comes out well. I'm not good enough to do anything like that, so it usually ends up being ruined even if I follow the recipe, but I like the idea. I'm going to put on... oh no, I don't want it to be Amulet of Faith. I need to identify this... Yep, they're speaking of Amulet of Faith. Well, I can put on the rest of them then. Let me put on this one. It's Guardian Spirit, and let me put on this ring instead of my Ring of Protection, and it's Magical Power. Okay. And then let me put on Protection instead of Magical Power, and put on Reflection, and good. All right. Let me look at my equipment. So, I don't know how Amulet of Faith works with Zom at all. This is a great question, Delta. So the objective of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is to descend to Zot's realm and obtain the Orb of Zot and escape the dungeon with the orb. If you do that, you win the game. In order to open up the realm of Zot, you need to have 3 runes, and you can get them in various branches of the dungeon. The simplest victory comes from collecting simply 3 runes and then getting the orb and leaving. The most complicated victories come when you get all 15 runes and the orb and win. I eat with my eyes all the time. And my eyes are much bigger than my stomach, and it gets me in trouble. So, the dungeon is randomly generated. It's a true roguelike. And the branches that you get are random. And you use the configuration to try to get yourself the runes of Zot. Or the runes, rather, and then obtain the orb and escape. Alright. Let me see then. Alright, so we finished this. We finished the lair. I think it's time to go back to the main dungeon. And we'll just go to 9 and then work our way down again. Oh. You want to try to knock me back? I can roll, buddy. Alright, let's then keep going. Okay, we're at dungeon 9. And let's just go down. And let's go down again. Oh, I see. Delta B. Yeah, so it's procedurally generated. And it's random each time. And it's permadeath. So if you die, you have to start over at the beginning and you lose everything. Enon, good evening, my friend. How you doing? Oh, okay. So, it looks like Zom got bored and sent all these imps to fight me. That's great, Enon. Well, we're just getting attacked by our own deity because he got bored. But that happens, right? Okay. So that is glowing, but I can't wear regular headgear. I do have a little hat, though. Okay, let's go down. Let's see if we can find an entrance to the Dwarven Mines anywhere. I guess it's on 12. Oh, we haven't explored this very much at all. Okay. Alright. Let me see what I can do. How do you feel about disintegration? You don't particularly care for it or not care for it. Okay, good. We got the Death Knight before he put up his, like, reflect ability, which is tremendous. And bam. Cool. Yeah, we have resist poison, so we were able to just stand in there against that dude. Oh, do I have any identify? I have one. Let me identify. No. Let me just put on, or I'm sorry, wield this war axe. What is it? +1 war axe of venom. Okay, I'm going to wield my Vorpal broadaxe again. I am going to drop this scythe. I'll never wear that. I'm going to drop the Amulet of Guardian Spirit, the Ring of Magical Power, the Amulet of Faith, and the other Ring of Strength, like that. Just save it for later. Don't need it right now, but maybe later I will. They're all... I wish there was crafting. All gear and armor, you start with some, depending on what background you pick. But all gear is either found, gifted by your god, or obtained in a shop that you buy with gold. Let's see. Anything good in here? Sometimes there's barding in this shop. I do like dirty rice a good bit, Chris. I'd never heard of them making into meatballs, though. That sounds really interesting. So there's some spiked scale mail artifact that's tempting. I'm going to buy this spiked scale mail and just see what it is. Nothing else is good. I like it. Porcupine balls. Sounds good. And then I'm going to go ahead and just go up the steps really fast and try on this armor. So let me wear this armor, and it is, it's unfortunately +0, but it has a lot of resist fire and cold on it, and it gives us armor class 18. But if we instead just read our scroll of remove curse and then wear our swamp dragon scales, our armor goes up 1. I think it's time to actually wear the scale mail. Our armor class goes down 1, but we get such good resists. Hey, curried favor. Good evening, my friend. It could be way worse, actually. I mean, we don't have any resist fire or cold. So generally, the way that it works is the first pip of the resists provides the most protection and is the most important, and then it's kind of diminishing returns beyond that. But getting a pip of cold and fire is really good. Oh, Zom likes it when you accidentally wear cursed armor. That's hilarious. Oh, when the rice cooks, it shoots spikes out of the meatballs, so that's why they're called porcupine balls. That sounds awesome. I love that effect. All right, I'm going to wear this armor. And then now we have much better resists. I'm actually going to examine it really fast. This is base armor 7, and so it's slightly better than the scale mail base armor-wise, but this gives us resist poison, which the Swamp Dragon also did, so we don't really lose anything except 1 AC, so we'll take that. And maybe some GDR, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's go back down. We really want to find the entrance to the Dwarven Mine, or the Orcish Mines, and seeing these orcs means that we're about to find it. Alright, let's roll at this guy and start getting crazy. My stats have been really drained. Oh, this is why. Because our body deteriorates upon taking damage. Well, that's a shame, but we have so many other positive mutations from Zom that we're just going to deal with that. Hey, Sebastian Gomez. Hello, how you doing, my friend? Just playing a little dungeon crawl here, just chopping them up with our axe. I'll take this haste potion all day. Amulet of Magic Regeneration. We don't need that. Or this stealth. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need to go to this screen. No. Why am I not? I'm losing the screen that I'm looking for some reason. I don't know why my mind is breaking right now, but what is the key command to bring up the list of items that you found, and so you can tell auto pickup to ignore items? Hey, Snack. There it is. My God. I was pushing the brackets for some reason. Thank you, my friend. There we go. Okay. Now I got it. All right. Okay. So, we don't want to pick up Acrobat, Fire, Intelligence, Magical Power, Protection, Stealth. Hey, Kamurai. Good evening, my friend. How you doing? It's been just totally fine in Ohio Delta. A little cold this week, but other than that, pretty good. Don't need this, don't need this. Don't want this, or this, or this, or this. Okay? And then we don't want random effects anymore. We also don't want... let's see, where's the amulets? Here they are, and here's the rings. Okay, great. There we go. Boy, that was a complete brain freeze right there. All right, let's roll at this ogre and obliterate him. Okay, there's some plate mail. It's an orcish priest. Hey. Kazarin, thanks for the follow, my friend. How you doing? Your dad's in Xenia? In the woods? Perfect. I wonder if it's going to be as warm in Xenia tomorrow as it is in more central Ohio, but we'll see. Oh, chop them up. Oh, we got Josephine. Okay. I have lignification. So it was a brain fart, Delta. What do you think I should... Should I roll at Josephine and then turn into a tree? Let me look at, like... She has her ghostly fireball, but can she do that with a wraith in the way? Just walk up to her, make like a tree and leave? I love it. I'm coming at her. I'm going to roll at her. Bam. And then we're just going to go ahead and lignify. Yes. And hit her. Got her. Look at how good we look as a tree. So this is a little trick that I picked up from Snackman, which is drinking a lignification potion to basically make yourself immune. Hey, Brett, thanks for the like, my friend. I appreciate that. Oh, she would explode. Her ghostly fireball heals undeads. I was wondering if maybe they would block it. No, she doesn't have torment, but I think does being a tree make you immune to the rest of her abilities, or am I just like completely missing? Did I not need to lignify? I thought there was a good reason to do that, but I could be completely wrong. You gain immunity to all of her spells. See, that's what I'm looking for. I want to be immune to everything she does. He likes to, he's a prepper that lives off the land. Well, there's plenty of land in Ohio to live off. It's wide open. All right, I'm just going to wait here. I know, this priest is like, I've got my trident, fool. He's embarrassing me. That's awesome, Chris. He's ready for the zombie apocalypse. Alright, I'm just waiting then until I am not a tree. I guess, could I, like... I could drink cancellation, I guess, to get out of it. Is there a faster way to not be a tree anymore? Or do you just wait here? Yeah, I'll just wait. That's hilarious stuff. Yep. Fallout shelter in real life. Just chilling. Yeah, that's true. He's sitting there. I paralyzed him. I probably didn't need to do that, but I think it's funny. My transformation is almost over. Ooh, I got him. Yes. And so our transformation ended before the paralysis. So we really turned the tables. Imagine that orcish priest, okay? Now, this is something I am... Can the orcish priest smite me when I'm a tree? Because it didn't seem like it was ever smiting me. It seemed like it was only hitting me with its trident. But it thought like, oh, he's a tree. I can just stand back here and use my reach weapon. But then I turned the tables because I like to imagine like a branch of the tree pulled out a wand of paralysis and zapped the orc. And it had to be paralyzed, but fully cognizant, and watch me turn from a tree into a Palentonga and then walk up calmly with my axe and slice it in half. I mean, that's the most psychological obliteration, like, of an attack. That was a nightmare that I did to that guy. No, that's not a dumb question, Delta B. That's one of the only things that the game doesn't have is any music or sound effects. So I just play some lo-fi video game music in the background, but unfortunately it has no sound. It's disheartening, Chris, that your father like got a master's studying people, and his determination after studying culture and people was to isolate from all people and have a protective shelter. It's like he did his research and he concluded that people were terrifying and was like, I'm going to get away from all of them because they're crazy. It doesn't bode well for humanity. There's the Orcish Mines. I know, I'm telling you. He was like, I've studied every human civilization, and the only conclusion is to run away from humanity. Alright, we're going in the mines, everybody. Let's get crazy. There's an Orcish sorcerer. What do you do when I roll up to you? You explode. Look at this. You roll forward with a clatter of scales. You slice the orc sorcerer like a ripe choco. Boom, boom, boom. They can hear me. I'm noisy because I'm rolling around, but the comedy is too great. Does Zom ever interact with other gods at all? Like if Zom sees an altar, does it do anything or not care? Oh god. Stone Giant. Stone Giant and Troll right away, huh? Ugly. Alright, I gotta get away from this guy. I think what I want to do is... Oh, I see. Oh, I see, Delta B. That's great. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Minecraft videos. Yeah, I need to do another stream for that. It's crazy how much I don't understand about Minecraft after having been gone for so long. But it's an amazing game. There's a lot to learn. This guy. How many rocks you got left, dude? Oh, come on now. Am I hitting this guy? Let's see. Do you have rocks left? He's got one. Can he do 60 in one shot? Yeah, at this point, I guess I'm just trying to prepare for the summer update, the Caves and Cliffs, I guess, which is going to be 2 updates. Yeah, I guess he can, huh? Alright, we got him. But he was hitting me way harder than I wanted, I'll tell you that much. So he could have done potentially 65, I guess. But then my armor would have subtracted some of that. Oh, Jesus, this guy paralyzed me. Man, he was child's play before. Alright, I gotta go upstairs for a second.